everybody, and welcome to another episode of Beer with the Boss, that podcast where a guy and his boss share beer and talk about technology. I'm Rodrigo Matos.
I'm Joe Zamboni. Go
Hey,
ahead.
Joe, how are you doing?
Good, and you?
Yeah,
So,
all
what are you
good.
drinking today?
Uh, our audience is going to be very upset, but I'm drinking water.
Me too.
You as
So,
well? Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm
So,
on. Go ahead.
go ahead.
No, I was saying that usually people have dry January, right? After Christmas. I'm having a dry February. So, yeah. And
But
we
you
have
drink you.
Carnival in, yeah,
Yeah, I'm having a dry long time,
2024.
and 2025. Yeah, I'm having a dry long time. Man. Last drink was there. I
Yeah,
guess. I guess we have to. I mean, we had some people in the podcast that did not drink, right?
we
And
did.
we'll
Yeah.
have more people. I think Dean will join us another day. So it was like we will have people that don't drink in the podcast. So it's not for drinks only,
Yeah.
but the idea is more uh, like classical or mythical, like
Yeah.
after work day you have a beer and then talk about bad about the boss and but this case about yeah that no that
Yeah.
doesn't work. All right.
Yeah. But
So
yeah, I was
yeah,
going to
so
say,
hmm,
no, sorry. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead.
yeah, we're kind of loaded today. I think there's some flickers on the connection, but yeah, it's fine. Go ahead,
Oh,
go
yeah.
ahead.
No, it's working for me here. It's working fine, finally, because the other time it didn't
Yeah,
really, wasn't really the best, right?
yeah.
Uh, yeah. I was going to say, well, today we're going to talk about what we call the Goldilocks zone of tech teams. And this is all about the right size for a team. Um, I guess every big organization once had a small team and a medium team, and now they have like huge teams. Um, we already discussed this in another episode, but we had like some issues. So we're going to try and from scratch talk about it again. No script. Joel, is there such a thing? Oh, great. Today we're going to talk also what we're going to mention why what do pizzas have to do with team sizes, right? Which is one of the things that we do at Webera and Avanti. I guess the million-dollar question, Joe, what is the perfect size for a team?
I don't remember if we discussed that in the other tribe, but I guess we don't have a perfect size, right? Or at least we learned that we don't have a
Yeah.
perfect size. We like to think about some limitations that bigger teams have and some limitations that smaller team have, right? Um, uh, I think one of the latest rules that we have is from Jeff Bezos, right, from Amazon. That is the pizza teams, right? You have two pizza team that is they say 6 to 10, but I don't think 10 adults can eat two pizzas only.
Yeah, depends how hungry you are.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that's tough. But I mean, you could uh you could be fed like 10 people will be like 8, 16. Yeah, like one slice. Several people will be one slice. So I don't know. I don't think we can do that. But anyway, like let's say 8 people, right? Not 10, but like 8 people, 6 to 8, which is kind of what Scrum also aligns with. You have a smaller teams and you deliver often, things like that. So in general, I think smaller teams are more flexible, like small startups. They can do anything inside of them very fast. Of course, they lack knowledge, right? They are limited by the knowledge that the individual contributors have, right? You cannot have a team that have, I don't know, uh, Java, Oracle, or and then marketing, sales, then legal, then everybody, and think that either you're gonna use 100% of all the resources or you have them unbalanced, right? Unbalanced number of resources. Like the resources will be like legal will be consulted like once a month or if so. right? To write a couple of documents to the website and things like that. If you develop an application, on the other hand, the coders will be using 100,000%, right? So you have to have these external services, let's say, to support the teams and things like that. Yeah. How do you think? What's the best size for a team?
I don't know. For like, we know that Scrum says it's like around 6 people, right? 6 to 8 for a development team. Um, I guess like the smaller the team is, um, more people end up, I guess, having to wear multiple hats. You know what I mean?
Mm.
On a smaller team, and that could be a challenge. On the other hand, if you have, let's say, a development team that's too big, it's kind of difficult to keep track of things and plan accordingly, keep stand up when I talk about Scrum short and within the 15 minutes. So I don't really know, to be honest. I guess when I talk about development team, and I guess you guys can hear dogs barking here,
Yeah,
but when
that's
I talk
fine.
about the but when I talk about development teams, it would be good to keep within that number, like magical number of 6 or 8 tops. But for in general, for an organization, obviously, and this is an obvious thing, uh, if it's a small team, more people end up having to play different roles, wear different hats. The challenges are bigger. People end up having to maybe, I don't know, sacrifice more time that they could focus on one specific thing to like do multiple things. So yeah, I am talking a lot and not getting anywhere, but I guess you get it.
No, I think it's like a reflection, right? What we see every day here with different teams, different clients and companies that we work with. And one of the things that I more concerned about when we grow a team is number of channels, right? There is a formula, I think, that people calculate number of possible communications. I don't remember the exactly formula, but it's like two people you have four channels, and three people you have, I think it's like factorial or something like that channels. Like, so you grow more than exponential factorial. I think I don't remember it exactly, but the number of channels and the number of interpretations to something, and that can scale very badly, right? If you have like if you work in an enterprise, you're gonna remember those huge meetings with, like, I don't know, 20, 40, sometimes 100 people, like on those calls, Zoom calls, like hit the limit of 100 people, and then they have to buy a new version, mega version from Zoom, that you have this 100 people that for a call, 1 hour call. I mean, it's impossible to get the message to 100 people in a call 1 hour. Each one will be a different question, a different doubt about any phrase. Like, yeah, we can agree anything these days. So I guess smaller teams, and I think with AI, you enable people to wear multiple hats also. So I guess
That's true.
right now small teams will have an edge here because they can do much more as long as you have people that are savvy in using AI and don't have any, what's called, uh, like, I'm not afraid of use, and know how to work together and differentiate a human from an AI, right? It's like AI doesn't have an intention, so you have, so use it wisely. You can get a pretty good we see this Webera, right? Our developers are much more productive
Hmm.
than they were. We see a lot of on our clients too, so our teams are very capable.
And yeah,
So
don't get me wrong. I do think that small teams are better because, for example, if you need to pivot, right? If you need a whole project to just go a different direction, it like the bureaucracy of a big team, the bureaucracy of like an enterprise organization where you have to go up levels and levels till you have the decision. A small team, decisions are made much faster. You can restart or just start a new project uh, very fast. Uh, yeah, but again, what do we do then, Joe, if an organization is scaling, if an organization is growing, if we have more team coming in? How do we keep communication flowing? How do we? Is there a secret for that, or how do we do it?
Um, I let's see. Let me start with a curiosity. I
Go
learned the
ahead.
other day after we first attempt to do this. It's it's about Dunbar's number, and the guy, I don't know who it was. I think a long time ago he proposed that our brains are wired by evolution to handle up to 150 people connections with different people, kind of what we had in small communities in the past. So we know that, or we believe that we know that we have a limitation of about 150 people that we can um, maintain contact, right? So that's kind of his idea. I don't think it's far from it, right? I
Yeah.
don't, I don't think I'm able to track 150 people today. It's like probably with social media, but more, but not that I'm going to like. We are like 20 people plus like our clients, like 60, something like that, people around. Then you go our families, and some of our like more people that talk to me than I know their family or know something like that, then it's over, right? It's like I can't handle anymore.
Yeah.
I have to exclude someone to get another. I kind of agree with 150. It's a good number, I think. What do you think about this?
It makes sense, right? While you're saying that, I was thinking. So you mentioned social media. Like every once in a while, I go through my the people I follow and who follows me on social media, and I'm like, oh my god, yeah, this person exists. You know, when you remember someone, but at the same time, you don't keep a connection, like stable connection, as you mentioned, right? That this Dunbar's numbers actually is like this theory they would keep a stable connection to 150 people max in your like social relationships. I guess it makes sense. And within an organization, within a big organization, we know like we have examples of some of our clients that have like 200 people. You don't know everybody there, and even the people you don't keep a connection necessarily and a relationship to them. But that's very interesting. I've never heard about this like Dunbar's. How's it Dunbar's?
Number.
No, Dunbar's number. That's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting approach to like, okay, let's find what's the limit that humans can make connections. 150, that's it.
But again, we have tools, right? And like tools and methods, methodologies, frameworks that maybe can help us in the professional environment, at least, to streamline our communication whenever a company grows. Right, Joe? What do
Yeah,
you think of
like
that?
we can create teams, and then now you're not connecting within all the 10 people on that team. You're connecting with the team. You know that they have a kind of interface where they can, okay, they provide this. If I need this, I go talk with the team, like we have right in the companies. We have legal team. Instead of legal team, we have whatever. Then we have the IT team. Then we have like the help desk, the guys who take control servers, or in the past right now it's the cloud. Or we have the developers. Then we have application. Each application has its group of the developers. I shouldn't do that. But you have all these different um, now we elevate the communication to team level, right? And I think was interesting. I don't know if you saw this video, but there was a video of they comparing a group of people and a group of ants trying to move a object, and the group of
Yes, I
ants,
guess you showed me that. Yeah.
yeah, the group of ants was faster than the humans to solve the puzzle together, right? Because of It's like they know how better to work together than us, at least for physical tasks, right? We can do much more complex. We can do a rock, they cannot. I mean, we can do a pencil, which is much more complex than whatever
And
they
we
can
can
do.
step on an ant, and they can
Yeah, you
step
can
on
step on an ant. Yeah, but
it.
that's. But yeah, there's we can explain an ant to an ant, and she doesn't understand, or she do not understand. Anyway, but I think the way to scale is creating these teams that provide specific services. That's my thinking, right? Or a specific application that you know what to ask to, right? I have a team that takes care of this screen of my application that goes from the front end to back end. I have a team who takes care of washing cars or move cars around, or the wheels of the car, or some of our clients, they have they build robots, right? So uh, like what 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 parts they each team will take care, right? Some are other cases they are like more generalist, like there's some guys who could take care of the purchase parts. It doesn't matter which team they're serving, but still you know who to ask for parts and things like that. So this kind of uh, specialization on top of the teams, I think, is something that we can keep track, right? If we have the right tools and process, we can grow our company. And this is not really what's called science. Like it's a normal thing, right? I'm not saying anything different here. It's hard for like entrepreneurs to see that, like people that startups mode, like to see that, oh, now I need someone to take care of this, and that person, that group will not do everything in the company, will not like do from the coffee to code. No, no. Now there's a group of people that do not code, or not code for this application, this part. That's I think is a challenge for when you're building, and there are so many startups, and like we are connected to this world where like everybody has to do everything, right?
And that's the beauty of project management. That's or the project managers, program managers, scrum masters, however we call it, because they can be the point of contact of each one of the teams they work with. So even though you don't have a relationship with everybody in the within those teams, the bigger the company gets, you still have that person to go to, the person that will make sure that communication is flowing between this team and the team that they're working with, and among stakeholders and leadership, and that everybody's aware of everything that's going on. Of course, I'm biased to talk about project managers as saviors, but we are indeed a very important uh, role. We play a very important role in every organization, and I dare to say the bigger the company gets, the more important project managers are. But for small companies and small teams, project managers are even more important, I guess, at the beginning, because they can help the team like streamline their process, keep track of things, which is very common for small teams to just oh, that's fine, we're a small company, we don't really have many processes. That's fine, you don't have to have all the processes in the
Yeah,
world, but you need to keep a cadence of management, and you have to have transparency and just keep things organized and keep track of things.
I guess if you think about like these startups coaches, right, that they have, and they try to influence the founders and things like that. If the founders just think a bit, they just need like a scrum master part time
Hmm.
to to make everything work. It's like it's not something hard. Like Scrum or Agile doesn't add that much of a work like overhead. It's like you have a daily meeting, a planning meeting for the next 2 weeks, a learning meeting to know what you did in the last 2 weeks was good or not, and maybe in the middle you stop a bit. That is refinement to plan the next 2 weeks, right? To understand what you do in the next 2 weeks. So that's it, and you don't need to hire a what's called a coach, like a coach for.
Yeah.
teaching you how magically you solve all the problems. Like, no, it's gonna lose a much more time that I think than
And money,
having
right?
the money.
Because
Yeah,
the services are very expensive. This like
yeah,
coaching, this
yeah,
especially the ones that promise you the world and everything. I don't know.
yeah. If you vote on the red pill, guys, so
Yeah.
but still, right? You have these red pills, like, and you create all this psychological pressure and things like that for something that is just each one knowing that they have to follow up, like someone, that someone will follow up the tasks and then not let anything fall the cracks, right? That's it. That's simple.
Yeah. It's simple.
Yeah,
The,
it's
but it's a difficult thing, I guess, for
yeah.
do the simple is not that easy.
No, it
It
is.
seems.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Do the
Yeah.
simple is not that easy. Yeah, you just like you have a person who keep a track of your tasks. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh, Joe, we're nearly, I guess, at the 20-minute line. I have a question for you. We're talking about pizza. What's your favorite pizza topping?
My favorite pizza topping. It's a Brazilian flavor called chicken catupiry, something like that.
Yes, that's my favorite topping as well. I was going
Yeah,
to say
that is.
it's only here. You don't find chicken
Yeah,
pizza anywhere else, right?
yeah, exactly. It's like a kind of cream cheese that they sell in Brazil, and I think it's from European origin or something like that. It's called
No
catupiry.
idea. Yeah,
I don't know
catupiry
where.
is the brand. Yeah, catupiry
Yeah,
is the
it's a
brand, but
brand.
it's yeah,
It's like a soft, like almost what's called mixed cream
yeah. It's
cheese.
I don't know how to explain because it is like ba- basically it's the Brazilian requeijão, right?
Yeah,
Which would be like a type of cream cheese, but it's thicker, right? It's
yeah,
thicker than cream cheese, and it's just so much better than cream cheese as well.
it's so much better. And then with the
Yeah.
chicken flavor together, even like if you don't get like a plain chick, like one that was cooked with corn and things like that, that has that farm flavor. Oh, that kills me. There's
Yeah.
no diet that there.
Yeah, chicken catupiry is the best. And in Brazil, you have basically everything chicken catupiry as well. You have like
Yeah,
fried pastries, chicken catupiry. You have pizza. You have like, pies. Everything with chicken catupiry, which is amazing. Whoever visits Brazil has to try catupiry. It's the
yeah,
best.
yeah. We do this at home here. There's a store in Arlington, close by, which is a Portuguese store, but they sell catupiry there. We go there sometimes and buy just to make some chicken catupiry pizza. That's
By
good.
the way, we're saying the word catupiry a lot. And did you know that the brand catupiry is known for like suing people that
Oh, really?
yes, there are a lot of cases of like influencers that like took a picture in a bakery having something with and with catupiry, and then they put in the how to say in the subtitle in the description of the photo, I'm eating catupiry, and catupiry says we didn't approve you to that you have to delete the photo. Doesn't make sense, right? Because they're
I
like
mean,
promoting the brand.
yeah. I mean, they could delete the comment, I guess, but not the photo. I think the
The
photo.
photo, yeah.
Yeah, the
Okay,
photo cannot. They cannot, because the rights of. I learned that the rights of image belongs to the person who took the photo,
there you go.
not for. But like the comment, maybe. But
Yeah,
the photo, I
I'll
think you
send you
can.
if I find
Yeah,
the thread about this, like the story of this girl who had to fight with Katupiri because she couldn't mention them. It's
yeah.
ridiculous.
I wonder how the translation of our podcast will be read. Like, what that word
Oh, the
will be
transcribe.
there. Like, the
Yeah.
transcriber will be there. Katupiri. Oh my god. Let me try sometimes here. Katupiri. See,
Yeah.
to see what's gonna happen.
Oh gosh. Well, I think this was a good one, Joe.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you for your time, and thank you everybody for listening to us as well.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. Thank you for listening to us. Let us know. Read us on Twitter. I think we have Beard the Boss there. We are trying to reorganize these social media accounts now. You can find us. mm I think Beard the Boss. We can find us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, even TikTok is the
I'll
only
be
one
doing
who
some
has.
dances on
Yeah,
TikTok soon.
Rodrigo
Yeah,
do some dances.
I know this movement. Yeah, it's on TikTok.
I know this one. Let's forward. All right.
Yeah. Thank you, Joe.
Thank
Thank you,
you,
everybody.
Rodrigo. Thank you, guys.